Let's talk about qualified immunity. If you don't know what qualified immunity is, it is something that police officers and other government officials have in America.
It means cops can be criminals and not be held accountable.
Wrong. A lot of people tend to think that it means that police can do whatever they want and not get in trouble for it. You're thinking of judges, okay? They have something called absolute immunity, and that means that a judge can let a murderer out of jail with zero consequences if that person then goes on another spree and unalives somebody else. That is not the case with police. Qualified immunity protects police officers that act in good faith so that they don't get sued personally or be held criminally liable. Look, mistakes happen, okay? Police are human, and they're not lawyers, or at least not all of them. So they may arrest somebody unlawfully from time to time, but if they did so in good faith, then it's on the department. Naturally, if you Google the term, you'll find a lot of hate and misinformation, which I assume that I'll probably end up getting for this video, but whatever. Let's do this. I swear to God, someone could post that they found a cure for cancer, and social media keyboard crusaders will find a way to piss on it. Flat earthers, this is what qualified immunity actually means. So there are two parts. One, is the allegation sustained, which means did the officer in fact violate your rights somehow? Two, if they did violate your rights, is it clearly established in law? Which means that could be the Constitution, case law, or some federal or state statute. If both are found sustained, qualified immunity does not protect the officer from misconduct. They are then open to litigation, prosecution, loss of their pension, and prison time. For example, and I use this example because it's the easiest one that I can think of. If you claim that the officer broke into your house unlawfully without a search warrant, you file a lawsuit and you go to court. In some cases, it may go all the way up to the United States Supreme Court of Appeals. The judges will look at all the facts. We already know about the Fourth Amendment protecting you against unreasonable search and seizure. Oh, well, at least for fuck's sake, you should know it by now, Jesus. That is what is called clearly established, and it has been clearly established since the 1700s. Now, the judges will look at the first factor. Did they actually enter your home, and was it unlawful? So in this scenario, it's already been determined that there was no search warrant. So, what were they there for to begin with? Well, if the police entered because they thought that they saw some wanted person inside the building, or if they went in there to plant some shit, then they don't get qualified immunity. But if they got a call about someone yelling for help, and they heard the screams whenever they arrived, police have something called exigent circumstances, and they have every right to bust through that door like the Kool-Aid Man. That would be an instance where qualified immunity would cover them.
There are no good cops until they turn in the bad ones. ACAB.
Motherfucker, listen. It happens all the time. It's just not plastered all over the news like everything else, okay? Are all cops perfect? No! That's why there's qualified immunity. We have Catholic priests who plow the fields of little kids. Why would I be worried about cops being perfect? There are a few states who have done away with qualified immunity, and I can tell you, I wouldn't be a cop without it. Because I'm not going to risk my family's livelihood, pension, my house, freedom, on top of already risking my life if I get caught in some lawyer-induced trick bag when I was doing my job in good faith. I'll go do something safer, like sword juggling blindfolded.